Thank you for tuning in to Spiritual Messages from a Star. Welcome back, everyone. I have a special treat for you. At times, I do get requests to do certain people and mainly celebrities or public figures. So today, before this video shuts out, because it shut out before a while ago, so before it shuts out, I want to get into Donald Trump. Let's go on to see about Donald Trump. What's going on with him? What's going on that the media is not telling us? It talks about Donald Trump going through a transformation. This is the most this spread is the most spiritual cards that are laid out. And it talks about this having faith in others, going through this transformation of having faith in others, assessing forgiveness, and having unconditional love. So let's get a little further into this. It talks about its negativity surrounding all of this. It's negativity surrounding this transformation. Because it continues to talk about sorrow and quarrels. There's sorrow and there's arguments. And it's telling you, Trump, to avoid these arguments with friends, to let them win for right now. Let them win, because I see some type of short setback, some minor setback. This could even be due to some type of short illness. But it's talking about a temporary setback. And there's a misfortune. There's unhappiness around you. It's talking about misfortune in love or marriage. And it causes you to have a loss of pride and hope. And it's telling you to not to dwell on it. Not to dwell on it, and to move on in life. Okay, and then it continues to go on and talk about some type of flirtatious woman. This woman interferes in plans. That's probably why this was a misfortune and in the marriage and love, this type of unhappiness because of this flirtatious woman. This woman interferes in plans. She's very gossipy, but she's very, very attractive to you. And she's able to get away with things and interfere in a lot of situations. But she's connected to money. Money being the driving force of this partnership. It's money being the driving force in this partnership with this woman. Now it could be her. It's connected to her. It's like greedy. This woman is greedy, or this partnership, this journey is based on greed. Let's see. What else? Because I don't want to run out of time here. It talks about, getting a good luck card. And it counteracts some of the bad cards, some of the negativity. Because it talks about success beyond your expectations. There's much success beyond your expectations. But then it talks about, it also talks about happiness and good fortune. And it can also represent a long, fun-filled journey. But there is some type of danger. A danger card. This is a danger card. It's a warning card that pops up. It's talking about showing misfortune or failure. Friends that are people that call yourself for their friends are getting in the way. They're getting in the way of your path, or they're turning against you. But it continues on to talk about some type of triumphant success. Well, like I said, success beyond your expectations. Something's going to lead into a triumphant success. Or something led into a triumphant success. But someone didn't have patience. And they didn't plan well. In this type of rejoicing celebration. This celebrating. Somebody didn't plan well. They didn't, they didn't have patience. And this rejoicing celebration, because someone refused to move on. Someone refused to move on. And because someone refused to move on because someone was making this transformation. Like I said, this is a period where this transformation is beginning. And it talks about material harvest. You have all that you need. You have the coins, you have the money, you have the food, you have the shelter, you have the clothing, you have all of the material harvest, because something ignited your passion. Something really sparked your passion. Your passion ignited some type of flame, a flame burst, something, really excited you. Really excited you. But you went through mental conflict. You went through mental conflict and this heartache and loss because it wasn't celebrated. It wasn't celebrated. Yeah, so you're going through mental conflict by this heartache and loss because someone needed to take power, needed to take leadership, needed to take courage. But you did not have the spiritual strength, enough spiritual strength to gain material and spiritual prosperity and with this heartache and loss. That's why it's called you mental conflict. But it's saying you have enough wisdom and knowledge to know, to move on. It's like I see, of course, travel. I see a dog, a white dog in the picture. I don't know, a dog is looking back, but it's like you're holding a book of wisdom and knowledge and intuition. You learned a lot. You learned a lot. Through this transformation that you had to go through, you learned a lot. And you learned a lot from this partnership and commitment. This partnership and commitment, I'm putting this as a relationship reading. No matter what all is going on, I'm talking about relationship. But you had enough wisdom and knowledge in this partnership and commitment, you had enough. So it's like you're moving on with this partnership and commitment, or you're moving on. Let's go a little further. No, I see solitude. I see it's something that you need to plan. Like I said, patience and planning is something that you plan for, study for, research, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it in this partnership. You're not doing that in this commitment. It's some type of research or something you're trying to find or you're trying to study. And it's causing you delays. It's causing you obstacles and challenges in your life, which is delays. It's like a leap of faith that you need to make. A leap of faith that you need to make from someone from the past. This is past memories of love, nostalgic feelings. Some of this can represent revisiting the past. Someone could even be from childhood, memories of love. And I see you getting recognized and rewarded by these memories of love, because now you finally became aware. But prosperity does not begin because it's something that needs to be communicated. And it's a sacrifice that was not made. There was a sacrifice that was not made. And somebody made a triumphant movement forward. It could have been something real quickly. It was real quickly a triumphant movement forward, and they're no longer going through emotional withdrawals because they're not holding something sacred. And it's something to do with expressions. The throat chakra, I'm telling you, it's something to do with the throat chakra, some type of communication. And because of this communication, there is no longer a disruption. You're no longer going through a disruption in your tower. You're no longer going, it's like with the disruption of your tower, it's like something needs to be thrown away, a foundation that was built on sand. And it wasn't a firm foundation. When you go through this disruption in your tower, it's only the world shaking you, it's the universe, it's God shaking you to get on the right path. And something about either it's saying that you're no longer needing this disruption of your tower, which will lead into a victory and success, because someone's not making a movement a choice or decision, which will not come to a wish fulfillment, because someone was seeking the truth. This type of communication, someone was seeking the truth to get to this firm foundation, but there's not a firm foundation in this, and you're playing the waiting game. But there is financial and material changes in your life, and I could continue on going. My goodness, because responsibilities are weighing you down, and you're burdened. But you're almost to the end of some type of project or life stage, because it talks about, once again, many times, moving on, changing your direction. You're traveling, you're putting the past behind you. And although you experience loss, sadness, depression, and grief, you are still having, and you still are, you're having nightmares. That's why you're having mental conflict by this heartache and loss and these obstacles and challenges, because you're having nightmares. You're having repetitive thoughts. You having anxiety. You having depression. You having like these type of problems, because you're changing your direction. You're leaving. You're splitting up. You're changing your direction. But it talks about new love beginning. There's new love. There is some type of beginning of a deep connection. And this person is a home lover. This is a female that's a home lover. She's also a female leader. She's a nest builder. She loves home, and she's a mother. Now, this could be talking about you or the other person that's a home lover, a leader. But it talks about, once again, a leader. And it's saying this could be for you or the other person. It's saying always aware. You're always aware of the larger picture, but you're not good at the simple details. And you may be seeing a lot of threes, Trump. You may be seeing Donald Trump. You may be seeing a lot of threes all around. Something to do with threes. But it's telling you to let go of your thoughts and feelings and let them out. It's telling you don't hide what you're thinking or feeling, regardless if it's negative or positive. And it's like the negative with this heartache and loss, this patience and planning that you didn't have, this moving on that you didn't have, this, so you could celebrate it. You needed spiritual strength, material changes, greed, this flirtatious woman. It's telling you that you will destroy yourself if you keep whatever this is in. And the universe wants you to be truthful with yourself. Pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your mind, because it's this mental conflict is really, really, really exuberating through this whole reading. And it's saying your angel wants you to speak it. I told you it's something to do with communication. Speak something, communicate something to help guide you on the right path, because although you went through this transformation, someone had a problem moving on. Someone had a problem because these obstacles and challenges, these delays, these arguments with friends, these people going against you. Yeah, it's causing mental conflict. It's causing nightmares. It's causing bad memories and thoughts. So it's telling you, let go of your thoughts and feelings and let them out. Don't hide what you're thinking or feeling. Because it will destroy you if you keep it in. Whatever this that you need to communicate, it will destroy you if you keep it in. Like it said, greed. There's some type of greed. Money, and desperation for money. And it's saying that you don't have at this time an infinite supply. You're not supplied. Something you're not supplied with, and it's something that you're not creating. Because it's like a fertility, something that you need to create that you're not creating. It has to do with some type of communication, and that's why you're not, you're not having patience and planning. You're not having patience and planning, and it's like responsibilities. These responsibilities are weighing you down, and you're feeling burdened. But it's saying, hold on, because you're almost at the end of some type of life stage or project. because I see you being discontent and bored. And discontent and bored because you're waiting on this signal to move, and there's delays with this signal to move. But once you get this signal to move, you make some type of positive movement forward. Positive movement forward. But you're not using your intuition by making this positive movement forward, but you're no longer trapped in fear. I'm going to stop it right there because it gets really deep in this reading, and I'm going to stop it right here because it goes a lot further than this. But this is a quick sneak look, because I'm trying not to make these videos long, but a quick sneak look into your Donald Trump, and into any when I have these readings, it's just a sneak peek look. I don't want to get into definite detail because some things are like very, very personal that I don't want to go into it a little further. So I thank you so much for tuning in to Spiritual Messages from a Star. Please subscribe, so that way I can, I want to get enough subscribers so that way I can talk to you live, and any reading that I have that I'm doing live that you can also chime into. So I thank you. Please subscribe, ring the notification bell for upcoming videos, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. So I thank you so much, and I thank you for tuning in to Spiritual Messages from a Star, and I hope to see you on the next video. God bless.